Hello guys, you're welcome to God's Pattern for Success. You're welcome to another special edition, and joining me today is my very good friend and lawyer. First of all, I'd like to say she's my lawyer, so
She's my
I'm really
lawyer.
glad and excited to have Barrister Lillian Oloriegbe. I got it.
Yeah, you got it right.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And for today, we're going to be discussing on the topic how abiding by the laws of the government we can achieve success God's way. So I'm excited to have you here. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful too. Thanks for the privilege.
So let's get right into what we have today. I would love for you to introduce yourself to the people so that they will know how they can contact you as well.
Okay, Lillian, you've actually introduced me already. So I'm Lillian, and then I'm a lawyer. But not just a lawyer, but a business lawyer. So what I do majorly is help business owners legalize. I help with business legalization, compliance, and what I do majorly, if I'm to put it in just few words, is that I help entrepreneurs protect,
Their business.
not just their business, protect the ideas that bring them money.
Oh, wow.
So that's me. And then I've been doing this for like 3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
So one of the questions I love to ask my guests whenever they come on the show is, what is success to you? What's your definition of success?
Okay. So my definition of success. The question is very tricky. you know, you know, because I'm sure yesterday where I was speaking with a friend and we got to realize that some persons are only going to make money. There's this, I want to buy a car this year, and after buying the car, there's still something you still want.
Yeah.
You want to get married. After getting married, there's still something you still want. There's still this like this emptiness you've not filled.
Yeah.
Yes, and I've come to realize that not until you discover that part of you,
Yeah.
you won't be able to tell yourself that I am now successful, because you
Yeah.
see billionaires, rich people,
They're
people
still
who look
making money.
successful in the eyes of society, committing suicide. And you're like, so if I have that money, I'm okay. But there's this emptiness in that person that he or she has not been able to feel.
Yeah.
So for me, yesterday, so I'm happy this question is coming now. Yesterday, I'm just going to respond to that question the way I responded to my friend. And I told him that I've come to realize that one thing that brings me joy, aside the fact that I want to get married, I want to give birth, I want to buy a car, a house. One thing that brings me happiness is when I'm talking about business, when I'm helping entrepreneurs navigate business compliance. Like someone, like yesterday, a friend was telling me how he was able to understand taxation because of the direction I gave to him, and there was this excitement in me. So each time I just I'm privileged to talk about business. I'm privileged to talk about um, help entrepreneurs uh, um, discuss something around business. Anyway, I just feel excited, and when I'm not doing business, I just feel that something is missing.
Yeah.
So and that itself has made me simplify some of the decisions I make,
Yeah.
right? So some of the places I go to,
Yeah.
you won't see me do some, like you will not. I will not wake up one morning and say, oh, I want to do something that is not that related, that is outside it, even if
Yeah.
I diversify to other kind of business.
Yeah.
But I will still be here talking about business, helping startups start business properly,
Yeah.
helping business structure their business,
Yeah.
because I just derive happiness doing it. So I would say here that people have to understand what success is to them,
Yeah.
because it will not help you simplify the way you do things and the kind of decisions you make daily.
Yeah.
So that after having the cars, the houses, people see you as successful, you should be able to tell yourself that yes, I'm successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I picked up from what you're saying is, whenever you have achieved, there is still something more to achieve. There's never a time that you come to realize that okay, you are there yet.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you keep on. There's something more to
There's
achieve.
something
There's
more.
always more.
Yeah,
There's always
yes.
more, and that's the reason why I love asking what this definition of success is. Because, like you rightly said, to some people, success is having a car. Success is having a
And
house,
they're okay.
and you see, they are okay.
Some people just want to be a stay-at-home mom.
You
It's
see,
looking very little,
but
but
that's success
it's
to
okay.
them.
I'm sure people, so someone who gave birth to people like Bishop Oyedepo, just a woman.
You see,
That woman, wherever she is, she's so
faithful.
faithful.
Yeah,
So if that was the only thing God gave her to
yeah,
achieve,
yeah.
see the kind of impact this man has made.
Made. Wow.
So will you say it's not success? To
Mm,
that woman is success. And
mm,
she was never mentioned. Do you know Bishop Oyedepo's mother?
mm.
If you see her now, will you? I don't know her.
But we do know Bishop
But we
Oyedepo.
didn't, yes, and he's making thousands of impact in the life of people around the world
God, yeah.
because one person murdered him.
Mm.
So
So that means to say that success might not be glamorous.
it might not.
Success might not look that attractive to a lot of people. But as far as you're feeling,
It won't like it won't be it won't you know Neymar in the Bible.
yeah,
I'm sure there was this girl that told Neymar to go and
meet the prophet.
meet the prophet. Do
Yeah.
you know her name? But we know the
She was,
story.
she was the house help.
She was the house help, but she made an impact.
Mm.
And then still, even years from now, when people open the Bible to read the Bible, they will still see that a lady told Neymar to go and
Yeah.
I don't know her. So to her, God might just place her that as a put her that place for that particular time, just for her to fulfill that purpose. And
Yeah.
I didn't know her.
Amazing, amazing. So, in talking about, because our topic is how abiding by the laws of the government we can achieve success God's way. I
Yeah,
want to really talk to us about, like, when it comes to business, or
yeah,
when it comes to doing what you feel like God has called you to do,
yeah.
abiding by the law of the government, is it really necessary?
Yeah, it's very necessary. Very, very necessary. Very necessary. Because even the Bible, I'm trying to think of the scripture that told us about, I'm sure it's in Romans.
Romans 13.
Yes, you have it.
Yes.
So let's open the Bible. We'll open the
Okay.
Bible today. You can refer the Bible for this purpose. So let's open to
Romans,
Romans. I'm sure it's,
Romans 13 verse 1. Let me
yeah.
read it for you.
Okay.
It said, let every soul be subject unto the higher power, for there is no power but of God, for the power that be are ordained of God.
Yes, and then when you now go to Joshua 1:8 that told us this book of the law.
Yeah.
So what you just read is from where?
The book of the law.
Should not depart from us. And then towards the end, it now gave us this final result that when we now go through all this, we'll be able to have good
Success.
success.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes.
So, like, what are some of the laws that we should take note of whenever we are, like, starting up a business, starting up an organization, or trying to fulfill the purpose? Because I know that whenever you're trying to fulfill the purpose, you have to set up a structure.
Yeah.
And in setting up a structure, there are laws that has to guide its operation.
Yeah.
So I want you to, like, let us know for basics what are, like, the laws that were
Okay. So we're talking about we're niching down to business.
yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. So niching down to business, there are basic laws that we should, whenever you want to start a business, you should know about.
Yeah.
Right. And the first is getting the name registered.
Mm.
So we have what we call the Corporate Affairs Commission, which is also known as CAC for short.
Yeah.
So before you start a business, you must have given the business a name. So and then it's illegal for you to start a business, and then in fact the law give you 28 days, minimum of 28 days for you to commence a business without registering it. It's illegal. And even right now, CAC released a circular some weeks back that they are giving entrepreneurs who are here to register their business. They've been running the business for years or months or weeks. They are here to register their business. that they're gonna arrest. I'm sure towards the end of the whole circle, it's more like, oh, we're gonna arrest you guys if you don't. So imagine you are doing business, you are even helping the economy, and then someone is telling you, we are coming to arrest you because you did not register it. So, and then for such to even go out in public is because it's illegal to even go to commence the business without registering it. So registering is like one of the simplest things to do because and then most times the reason people don't always see this as serious is because they don't ask questions. So your name is what? What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua who?
Increase.
So when your parents gave birth to you, it took them how many days for giving you the name?
7 days.
7 days. Because they know that you are unique from other children. So they need to identify you. Maybe you're in a crowd. You need to be identified by your name. So people are able to know you by your name. So just imagine they gave birth to you like 20 years ago and you've not been with a name. So how would I address you? So like I'll start describing that guy is tall, he has beard, sometimes he wears glasses, sometimes he does not, sometimes when he's smiling it's big.
Yeah. So the name you can identify.
So the name you can identify and also secure other persons from going to register that name. So they are even helping you to even hold it so that someone else won't go ahead to now register it. So if you as a child or as a future father, I know you're already thinking of the name to give your child.
Yeah.
And there's some business owners, they don't even have their business names on the CAC database, right? That is recognized all over Nigeria. So that's one of the basic.
Yeah.
They're not asking too much now. We've not gone to tax. We've not gone to other compliance restrictions.
Yeah.
So for other basic things, like what I was talking entrepreneurs, that I just list 5 things that you should do. 5 basic things to do that will save you from other legal troubles.
Okay.
The first is CAC registration. Second is get your tax identification number. So a tax identification number it will help you even secure some contracts. It will help you pay your taxes. Will help you even open a business account after registering.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is understand what they call CAC annual return. So annual return for CAC is just like your annual rent, your house rent.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, every year if I'm staying in a house that is not mine, I pay a fee or what they call rent, right? So for CAC, they call it annual return. So it's more like they're housing your name, they're holding the name for you. So every year you come and service that's whatever we've been doing to hold the name for you. Come and pay us. Yeah. So that's the third one. And then the second, the fourth one is understand your taxes, because there are some bills that you don't need to pay tax, but you need to file what they call return.
Okay.
So you just file return to show that, oh, I know I'm not paying tax, but just to show that I'm tax compliant. I know what I'm doing, because there are some businesses that don't require tax. Like if you're in business like gas and oil, not will pay tax. There are other businesses like that. And then also understand other necessary compliance restrictions that is peculiar to your kind of business. So I'm going to list some. So if I'm into this, if I'm into food processing, there is one basic registration I will need to do, which is NAFDAC. Is important because with you doing NAFDAC registration shows that you are really serious, and then you can even access a lot of markets, right? You can, because for NAFDAC the government is trying to make sure that what is being produced is fit for proper consumption. That if you are consuming it, or it's fit for proper usage. That's just what, even our God is a God of order.
Of course.
So the government is trying to make sure you buy a drink, we want to be sure that the ingredients, they are fit for proper consumption, because they are trying to also make sure that they guide their citizens, right? So those are the 5. So and then the other compliance. So just understand that I'm into food processing. What are the basic things I need to do outside CAC? Because CAC is like very common, right? I'm into construction. what is the next thing I need to do,
Yeah.
the other basic thing. And the
Yeah.
thing is that I tell people that even if you don't have the fund yet, you can save up
For it.
for it. Just understand how much it's going to cost and start saving up for it.
Wow. Ah, this is so amazing. You
Thank
know,
you.
it is important, like you rightly said,
Yeah.
to have that business name, because we have many CEOs and entrepreneurs with no
Many
name,
founder.
many founders with no name
They
to
have
their
name,
business.
oh, they have name, but the business don't have.
So you see, it is recognized online,
Oh,
but you know, globally,
legally
legally, it's
is
not
not
recognized. So
recognized.
please, if you are watching this video and you have a business and you are thinking of a business, please do well to register it with CAC, because, like she said, in order for us to achieve success, you wouldn't want, in your carrying out your purpose, the government now arrest you
Ah,
because you are not
exactly.
abiding by the law. So please register your business.
And let me add here that we didn't talk about the advantage. So
Yes,
after the fact that
that's what I was going to
okay,
actually.
okay, okay, okay.
So just go
So
ahead. The
after
advantage of it.
yeah, after the fact that you are, let's take CAC for instance.
Yes,
CAC is
yeah,
like the basic of them, like
yeah,
the first thing I will always tell business owners to go for. So and then just doing a state registration can open a lot of doors for you, right?
yeah.
It can open a lot of doors. And one of such, I'm going to give you few examples that doing CAC registration would open up for you. The first is that you'll be able to secure the name, which we discussed. You've secured the name. Lillian can all now go to the CAC
And
and
register the
register that
same
same name.
name. Yeah.
And then another thing is that you're open to um um what we call grants and some financial benefits
Yeah, yeah.
from finance organizations like bank. Most of us, we are looking out for investors. We want people to come invest into our business. And the first thing they want to know is that, let's see, is this person serious? So imagine if you're doing a business for like a year or two, and then you want an investor to come and invest maybe 2 million naira, like 2 million naira or 5 million naira, but the business is not registered. So with that investor take you
There is
serious.
no trust there.
And then when you want to apply for even grants, free money,
Yeah,
there are some organizations that give free money to business owners. They are trying to filter the serious people out.
yeah,
So they'll bring out some requirements like your business must be registered with CSC, you must
uh-huh.
have your tax identification number. These are the basic things because they know that there are a lot of unserious people out there. So let's see how we can filter.
The serious one
Yeah, so
out.
the other advantage also.
Wow. Now, for the sake of time, we're going to drop this here, and I'm going to invite her again so that she can further explain, because there are some things that I'm meaning to ask, which
Okay.
is, it's not only in business, for those that want to do like
Oh,
NGOs,
oh,
like,
okay.
does it have to be registered as well?
Yes, so for CSC, we have like let me just we have just two categories of registration. The first is business oriented, where you have the business name or company registration, and then you have non-profit organization. So non-profit organization can be church, initiative, foundation, association, club.
Okay.
So you can get this registered with CAC, and um, the fee, we can negotiate the fee. So, but the good thing is that you're able to secure that non-profit,
Yeah.
right? And then you cannot go ahead to open a bank account that has the business name. You
Yeah.
still not talking about advantage of registering your business. So
Yeah.
business owners 2 years later, you are when client asks you for bank account, you are giving
Your
your
own
own,
bank account.
your own, like your own bank account, and you are expecting maybe 300,000. The client will pay 300,000, and you're telling me pay it into my personal account. Are you?
There's no trust
There's a
there.
trust because, and then now that everything is now online, everything is
Yeah.
now global. Like you could, I can get a client outside the country, and then I'm sending my personal account for that kind of clients to pay in maybe a huge amount of money, even if it's little. But you're calling this a business. Let it be a business.
Business.
And then when you have a business account or a non-profit organization account, what it does for you is that you're able to separate your funds. So even if you're not keeping proper record of what is coming in and out, every month you can walk into walk into your bank and say, please, I want a bank statement for this month. With that, you can now be able to tell what came in, what went out, what is the profit, what am I making. You can even you're able to understand where your money is going.
Going to
But if your father sends you money to your personal account, three
everything
clients,
mixes up.
it's confusing.
Everything mixes up.
It's
Yeah.
confusing. So
Yeah.
yes, non-profit organization should get registered, not can should get registered,
As well.
because most of these non-profits, most of them are having most of their aims and objectives are what other persons are looking at, financing. So
Yeah.
you see people that are into education, helping children get free education. There's someone there that God has placed that same burden
To
for
support them.
support. So he or she might not want to open a foundation or an initiative, but he or she is looking at for people already doing such, so they can support such aims. And then they come to you. I have 1 million naira, or say 2 billion naira to support, and you're saying, sir, send it to
Into
my
my
account.
account.
So it's fake. It's not proper.
Yeah. So Miss Lillian, thank you very much
Yeah.
for this wonderful opportunity. I believe you guys are learning a lot. I just want her to drop one advice for every business owner and everybody looking to, do an NGO or whatever you intend to do that will have a structure. I just wanted to drop one advice for you.
Okay, so um I don't know, there are a lot, but what I can say is this: please just understand what you're building. If it's serious to you, take it serious, and take legal structuring serious.
Yeah.
And one thing I tell business owners also is, please stop getting information from people who are not into your kind of business to decide what to do. You hear someone say, "Oh, I heard that I went somebody taxed one of my friends paid 300,000 naira tax. So don't register your business because you'll be paying tax." You don't even know the kind of business that person is into. It's not you're not doing the same thing, and then that person 3 4 5 years, So and then also work into all these organizations, FRS, all those tax office. If you need a NAFDAC stuff for your food processing business, don't use them say to now decide what to do. Walk into a NAFDAC office, ask questions. They won't arrest you. I'm into food processing. I process beans flour. Please, I want to know what are the things I need to do. They won't arrest you. So try to gather this information, and then it will not help you structure what to do and what not to do. I have a friend who is into food processing, and then I told her, walk into a NAFDAC office, ask questions. And then when she came back, do you know that she now understood, oh, if I want to buy my next machine, this kind of machine I should buy. So that when I'm ready to now do, so imagine you need like 5 machines. But each time you want to buy, you already know the kind of machines NAFDAC wants. So you start saving up for these things gradually. Until you know it takes 2 3 years. Give yourself that goal. You've met those goals, and then you can now walk into another office and say, yes, I'm ready. Can we now start it? So just know, have all this basic knowledge. Get experts to tell you what you should know, not people who are not experts. It will save you a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. We are really glad that you were able to join in today, and I know that you benefited so much from what we have discussed about. Please, the Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
So don't just say you want to start a business. Get experts on various aspects like this we're talking about, and let them tell you what to do, how to go about it. But I believe you have learned something today. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much. Thank you for joining us today, Miss Lillian. We'll see you next time. Shalom.
Thank you.